The film opens in a sterile interrogation room. Seated calmly across the table is Benjamin, a young hacker with tired eyes and an unreadable expression. He's not under arrest. He came here of his own free will, offering the police something they've been chasing for years: the location of a notorious hacker group with deep ties to the Russian cyber mafia. But he has one condition. He'll only speak with one person: cybercrime specialist Hanne Lindberg. When Hanne enters the room, she cuts right to the chase. Why surrender, and why me? Benjamin begins his story. He describes a childhood spent in the shadows, an invisible kid, friendless, quiet, always dreaming of something more, a superpower, a way to be seen. Like the heroes in comic books, he wanted to matter. His family life was fragmented: a father who vanished before he was born, a mother who died too soon. Raised by his grandmother, Benjamin clung to the few pieces of history he had: a faded photo, a handful of Soviet bullet casings. He believes his father died on the Eastern Front in World War II. Whether that's true or fantasy, even he's not sure anymore. Hanne interrupts, her tone sharp. "I'm not here to hear about your childhood trauma. Get to the point." In response, he shows a magic trick, hinting that every detail is important in this story. After all, hackers are like magicians. Both mislead people. Having become interested in programming at the age of 14, he quickly realized that hacking into other people's programs was something he, a common loser, was really good at. In the darknet, the dark side of the internet, which he imagines as a subway car where everyone wears a mask, Benjamin became known as Who Am I? The best hacker is the mysterious Mr. X, who has published instructions on how to buy stimulant bypassing mandatory prescriptions. He also preaches 3 rules of a cool hacker. There are no systems that cannot be hacked. You can hack anything with chutzpah. You have to have fun, both online and in real life. The last point is the hardest for Benjamin to follow, especially in his relationship with Marie, a classmate he's had a crush on since high school. After a chance meeting at the institute, he decides to prove to her that he's cool by getting her exam papers. Maybe then something will happen between them: love, romance, and a happy ending. For the sake of his beloved, the digital knight dares to do a feat. He steals the keys to the server room to connect to the system, but he is caught by a security guard at the entrance. For his first offense, Benjamin is sentenced to community service. He wanders the streets with a plastic bag, picking up trash. While on vacation, Benjamin meets Max. He tells him that it's not life that's unfair, but he himself is a complete zero. Benjamin admits that he hacked into the Institute's server. From the questions Max asks, it becomes clear that he is deeply into the subject. This brings the two offenders closer together. Max gives Benjamin an invitation to a cool party. Keeping the third rule in mind, the hacker goes to have fun. A bunch of young people are drinking alcohol and having fun, all of which is alien and unnecessary to him. He goes upstairs with Max to the other hackers, programmer Stephan and engineer Paul. To complete the team, they need a code specialist, and Benjamin is it. To prove his worth, the newcomer hacks into a power plant and turns off the lights in the entire neighborhood. When the police arrive to investigate a noise complaint, the team runs away. This does not faze Max at all. He is led by Marie, whom he has recently met again in the parking lot. The hackers scatter in different directions. The girl recalls that they went to the same school. During their next meeting, Max explains how he deceives people using social engineering. To illustrate, he demonstrates how it works: a receipt found in a trash can, impudence, confidence, and the seller gives him 2 donuts. On the way out, Max gives the loot to a homeless man. His real goal is to demonstrate the principles of social engineering to Benjamin. The gang steals a van and drives to the meeting. Stephan and Benjamin go straight in there, as there are no other ways to get in. Thanks to an invitation and a little bit of chutzpah, they get into a private event. Benjamin's task is to connect to a laptop on stage. While his partner mounts a portable projector on the ceiling, the hackers in the van run a video ridiculing Hitler through it. This makes the audience angry. They rush to smash the van, but the cyberbullies manage to escape. The first joint action is a success. Agent Hanne does not believe that the interrogator is telling the truth. Benjamin gives her insurance number and facts from her biography, including some intimate medical details. He learned all this from her computer. A certain room becomes the group's headquarters. Inspired by their success, they come up with a name for themselves: CLAY, an acronym for Clowns Cussing the Elite and Laughing Merrily, because all their hacks are for fun and entertainment. The next case takes place on the roof, where they connect to a communication board and, having hacked into the financial exchange, draw an obscene gesture on the price chart. Their success makes them happy. They post videos of the consequences of their innocent pranks online. Soon, the Clay team is even in the news, and the clown mask of the leader has become a symbol. However, Max longs for recognition from Mr. X, but he doesn't even know they exist. Meanwhile, Special Agent Hanne begins an investigation into a bank hacking carried out by this group. According to preliminary data, they may be part of a Russian cyber mafia, the same one that will soon begin to influence the US presidential election. Mr. X gets in touch with the heroes and passes on Hanne's intercepted investigation report. It says that Team Clay is a safe group that should not be considered a serious threat. As a symbol of disdain, X insinuates that their level is child's play. This deeply offends Max. They plan a grand operation that will instantly elevate the team in the eyes of the entire Darknet, hacking the server of the Intelligence Directorate. This operation will be the most difficult in the team's history. Infiltrating a paper recycling facility, they find a clue in a greeting card with names and signatures. By imitating an email, the hackers launch a malicious link. The manager in charge of cleaning clicks on it and triggers the system. The Clay team creates fake passes and, disguised, enters the building as cleaning managers. The intrusion goes smoothly. Everyone performs their task. Only Benjamin, having connected to the servers, decides at the last moment to go further, to copy data from the server, in addition to an innocent joke. The hackers celebrate their success at the club. Here, Benjamin meets Marie again, but sees Max kissing her. Offended in the best of ways, he runs away. Wanting revenge, Benjamin gets in touch with the legendary hacker and gives Mr. X the stolen data. Now, he is a hero in the eyes of the phantom anonymous computer thief. Agent Hanne doesn't disclose the details of the break-in. She finds postcards with a message from the Clay, a group she had previously considered safe. Later, she examines the body of a hacker from another team, who was probably shot by a Russian cyber mafia. In the morning, other clowns break into the cubicle, and an argument ensues, leading to a fight. Paul watches a report about a murder related to an intelligence hack. A printout of one of the stolen documents is found on the hacker's body. It turns out that the deceased was an informant for the federal government. At the end of the report, the announcer says that the Clay group is responsible for the data theft. All the clowns attack Benjamin because the agreement was not to take anything, just to leave a joke message. Benjamin admits that he sent the data to Mr. X. The hackers come to the conclusion that Mr. X was the last of the foreign team and got rid of the traitor in his team. Clay decides to find X and turn him into the feds, so they can clear their relatively good name. The team goes online from the library, and the signal is intercepted by Hanne's subordinates. When X invites Benjamin to a private chat and sends an arrest team to the address, Mr. X gives Benjamin a task in an attached file. When the hackers see the door being broken into, they run away. Benjamin barely has time to take the flash drive with the file from X. Agent Hanne notices a man in a clown mask between the bookcases. She almost catches up to him, but he hides under a table. After that, Hanne is removed from the case. During interrogation, Benjamin admits that Mr. X wanted to launch a virus on Europol's servers. Clay's team devises an ingenious plan to track him down and infect him with a double virus. But first they need to gain access to the servers. The gang covers their tracks by burning down Benjamin's house and then heading to the Europol headquarters. They think of ways to get in, but none of them work. An accident helps. Benjamin finds a guest pass, which he uses to enter the office, pretending to have lost his wallet. Inside, he installs a special device to intercept the signal. With its help, he manages to gain access to the servers and transmit it to Mr. X. However, the legendary hacker outsmarts him. He figured out the double virus plan and got to Benjamin himself, revealing not only his location, but also his personal data and a photo. Thugs immediately start hunting for him. The hero manages to escape from them, but when he returns to the hotel, Benjamin finds his friends dead in the room. During the interrogation, the hacker puts 3 empty shell casings in front of the agent. 3 shots, 3 friends. He offers a deal and wants a new identity under the Witness Protection Program, in exchange for his friends and Mr. X. On the Darknet, hackers discuss the news that Mr. X has sold out to the feds and ordered the murder of his friends. X himself does not understand what is happening. He tries to find out what's going on. Someone has duplicated his account and is spreading information on his behalf. Only when X takes off his mask does he realize that Benjamin was behind it all. He deceived his idol by figuring out his identity. It turns out that he is a skinny American teenager who hasn't even finished school. He is immediately arrested. FBI agent Hanne tells the hero that he will soon be free, with a new name and a new home. But while sitting in the car, she begins to doubt the veracity of his story. The agent arrives at Benjamin's house. There is no fire, he is safe and sound. Then she talks to Marie, but the girl claims that she hasn't seen the boy from the back of the classroom since school. Suspicions grow. A conversation with the family doctor reveals new facts. He says that Benjamin's mother suffered from multiple personality disorder, and the disease could well have been inherited. But the most interesting thing is that the stimulant he was taking can aggravate the symptoms if a person has a predisposition. After researching the family genetics, Hanne finally puts the puzzle together. She doesn't even need the forensic report anymore. She knows that the shell casing the boy found is from Soviet ammunition from World War II. She tells Benjamin that all his friends are parts of his split consciousness. Each of them has traits that he possessed or wanted to possess, and he alone is responsible for all the hacking. The witness's mental instability makes it impossible to include him in the protection program. Hanne takes the guy to court. Benjamin apologizes for hacking into her computer. Then she decides to give him a chance to save himself. He can hack into the Europol server, change his identity and all the data. Then she lets him go with one last question. What's the secret of the trick? Benjamin answers, everyone sees what they want to see. Hanne follows him with a look, and when he disappears around the corner, a shadow of doubt appears on her face. In the finale, Benjamin stands on the deck of the ship, changed in appearance. Marie comes up to him, followed by Max and the rest of the hackers from the Clay group. The whole story of the split personality turns out to be a ruse, an attempt to convince Agent Hanne to give him access to the servers so that Benjamin can get the data he needs. In fact, almost nothing had to be done. A little nervous hysteria, a little acting at the right time on Marie's part, the detective did the rest. It was one of the greatest tricks in the history of social engineering.